Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn GCP with Mahesh. First of all, wish you everyone a happy GCP 2021 year. So expecting everyone to get more certifications, get more hands-on in GCP. So today I wanted to share a few updates on the Professional Cloud Architect certification. So I recently did a recertification. Based on my recertification, I just wanted to give you some updates, and this is not an official update because I don't have any official updates, but based on my experience, twice I have taken the exam. So I thought let me give you some insights about what I have seen in two of the exams. Okay, so let's get started. So the first time when I took my exam was 2 years back in on 3rd of August 2018. So I just taken a screenshot so that you are aware when it was taken. So that was the first time I took it. The second time which I took was in December last year, 2020. So two times I've taken. So based on this, just wanted to share you some updates, and I took it on 20th of December 2020, and I got my certification on 30th of December. So it took 10 days because I took it from home. Basically, what I have seen is if you take it from home, so there's a chance that it takes longer time to get the official certification. This is just my observation. And if you take it from the center, there's a chance that you get the this official certificate quickly. So that is what I have observed. Again, it's not an official one, but based on my observation, I'm just making you aware of this. So if we go to the stuffs, the observations which I have seen twice the exam, the pattern was same. No difference is what I felt basically between 3rd of 23rd of December 2018 and 20th of December 2020. I did not see any pattern change. It was almost the same kind of a pattern where few questions were combinations. It was concepts related on the various products in GCP plus the three case studies Theramirth, Rust for Win, and Mounted Games. So it was on the same thing, the pattern was same. And the second observation which I did, this may be somewhat more relevant for people who are taking recertification, or also maybe if you're taking it for the first time. So it's almost 2 years. And if you see some of the videos in my YouTube channel would have also got outdated. But what I observed was because it was a recertification, so was able to finish the entire exam in 90 minutes. So basically it's 120 minutes is the duration, 2 hours. I was able to finish it at a very slow pace because it was I had taken it in from home, so some network issues, all those things. So with all those hurdles, so I finished the exam in 90 minutes. So I was left with 30 minutes. So I thought, why don't I explore the pattern, all those things in that 30 minutes. So what I observed was these were the stuffs. So some of the observations. So data store, cloud data store, release a new version called as Cloud Firestore um, in in the month of January 2019, 31st of January. Similarly, Cloud Run was launched or became generally available on 14th of November 2019. Cloud Data Fusion became generally available on 21st of November 2019. There was a new cloud storage class called as Archive, along with uh, your multi-regional. Regional was merged as standard. Now afterwards you have nearline, cold line. Now I guess in 8th of January 2020, a new storage class was also introduced called as Archive, which is going to be the coldest storage class. Then Microsoft SQL Server, a managed version of that was also generally available from 19th of February 2020. And I don't really remember the day, but I had seen Stackdriver, which was previously called the all the operations related stuffs. Stackdriver suite of products was renamed to Cloud Operations. These were all the changes. Let me just show you those things here. Just want to show you our official details here. Firestore 31st of 2019 was generally made available. Uh, Cloud Run became generally available on 14th of November 2019. Similarly, the new storage class which I mentioned, archive storage class, 8th of January. Data Fusion, which is going to be your uh, managed data integration product, was generally available in 2019, 21st of November. And the last one, Cloud SQL for SQL Server, generally became generally available on 19th of December 2020. And if you go to your console, people who have been using GCP would have observed that there was a product called as Stackdriver, which was an acquisition which Google did. For a long time, the name was there. Last year, 2020, they had changed, rebranded it to Cloud Operations. So these were some of the changes. Uh, since it was a recertification, I thought I may be expected to know these all things, the new changes for the 2 years. That was the whole purpose. People do recertification, like GCP, and now you should be well aware of what are the updates in the next 2 years which has happened. So I was expecting something like that, but fortunately or unfortunately, I did not get any questions on these things. Um, so the reason for highlighting this is basically many people have asked me what are the various sources. One of the sources which I usually suggest for the cloud architect exam is the Google Next videos. Google Next videos are totally awesome. So with this pattern which I have seen, it is highly recommended you come to Google Cloud Platform YouTube channel, and I would better ask you to look into 2018 or 2019 Google Next videos when you are preparing for your certification. So 2020 videos, if you are looking into it, could be just only for your updates, but you may not get questions, is my understanding, at least based on the pattern which I have seen. Who knows, there may be a due date in 2021 where the content is going to be changed, but what I had seen was it was not changed. So if you are preparing in 2021, I would strongly suggest to look into Google Next 2018 playlist, 2019 playlist exclusively. So that's going to be helpful for your exam. And I also this last year in 2020, um, June 30th of June, I had taken recertification of my data engineering. So it was again, the first one was taken in April 2018. If I just compare these two certification, professional cloud architect and data engineer certification, what I observed, it was data engineering certification was more updated. So it was having the questions which I had seen, the concepts, it was more updated compared to what I had seen in 2018. But Cloud Architect, I did not see any much update. So because this I took first Cloud Data Engineer, and I had seen good amount of new concepts, something like questions on Cloud Composer, all those things I had seen. So which was launched after 2018 only. So I was expecting the same thing, but was disappointed. But I would say maybe you can take this as a small information. It's not that I'm recommending you get up to date information. Keep it, keep your up to date information. Maybe when you're talking to a customer or during any implementation, use the new terms. But maybe for the exam, till a new update comes, it may be still referring the question bank, maybe still referring to older questions like. Instead of Firestore, it may be still shown as data store. Instead of cloud operations, it may be still referred as data, Stackdriver. So that's what I see. So any new concepts that you learn, just keep it, use it for your implementation. But maybe from the exam perspective, till they update the questions. And this is not only based on my thoughts. There are a few people who usually also the YouTube subscribers, the LinkedIn connectivity. So people also uh, shared this information, they also, it's not only based on my observation, people who took it for the first time, they also mentioned the product names were still old. So not sure when the exam is going to be due for update, but uh, at least as of 20th of December, this is what I had seen. So that's the small update which I wanted to give. And one more time, I wanted to wish you a happy new year, and let this new year 2021 uh, help you achieve your goals, your ambition, and we'll definitely see how GCP is going to rock in this new year. Thank you for watching.